right, you guys. So, hi. I am so sorry that I missed yesterday. We have had the craziest weather of my entire life. No, not of my entire life. That's not true. We have this probably every winter, every other winter, but every time we have it, I am surprised. So today I am going to do one of my Happy Planner 101 videos, which I know you guys love. These are great for folks who are just starting out in planning, specifically disc-bound planning with the Happy Planner, or people who have been around for a while who are just interested in seeing me walk through the different types of planners and learn a little bit more. Stick around whether you're new, whether you've been around for a while, or whether you are just wanting to hang out with me today. So I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to talk through the different sizes. So right now I have all of the sizes here. I have big, I have classic, I have work plus life, which is not technically a size, but we'll talk about how that is different. And then I have the skinny classic and the mini. I also have an honorable mention that I actually don't have here, and I'm not sure if they are continuing to make, called the skinny mini. So it's basically like, we'll get there when we talk about the mini, but it is smaller than the mini planner. We will talk about that one as well as kind of an honorable mention, but right now, as far as what you can buy in stores, if you were to go to your local craft store today, you could purchase any of these sizes and types of planner from the Happy Planner specifically. The last time that I saw the skinny mini planner was in the 18-month release last year. So only time will tell if they are going to bring that one back this year. So we will have to see. And if they do, I am going to snatch one up because I have been missing that one. I know that when the skinny classics were out for a little while, they brought that back due to popular demand. So if you like the skinny mini, I feel like Happy Planner might not be as interested in keeping that one around. That's just kind of the vibe that I'm getting. I could totally be wrong, but I don't see as many of them as other sizes. So if you love the skinny mini, make sure that you are loud and proud about it, posting pictures of it, talking about how much you love it, buying products for it, all of that good stuff. So those will keep your favorite planners probably in the rotation. I am not affiliated with Happy Planner. That's all just 100% speculation. Let's start with the biggest down to the smallest. So we'll set these aside and we will start by talking about the big. So the big is really nice. I actually have a really hard time using the big because it is so big. So this is not my personal preference as far as a Happy Planner goes, but I do know a lot of people love these. The one time that I did use a big was when I was a teacher. I remember a couple of years where when I was teaching specifically at the high school level with a bunch of different content areas, I needed all of that space to plan. So it was really nice to have the big. And so some distinguishing features about the big is that this is the biggest size that the Happy Planner makes. If you are unsure, like if you're looking at pictures on Instagram or Pinterest or something like that, and you see a planner that you really like and you're not sure what size it is, you can always tell by the number of discs. So you can count in that picture and you can see that the big has 11 discs. And so you will know that that is the big planner. The paper size inside is 8.5 by 11. So it's like a standard sheet of printer paper. That's why I think a lot of folks really like this planner for work, especially because let's say you get like a handout or a memo, or if you are somebody who works in education, if you get like a school calendar or something. Also, I've heard a lot of people who are homeschool parents really like the big specifically for that. So same reason, so they can print stuff out like examples of student work, that kind of thing, and just put them right in here and be ready to go. That is one pro of the big Happy Planner. You can just take your standard paper and just punch it right in there, as well as any papers that are smaller. So whether that's a flyer that is smaller than 8.5 by 11, or let's say maybe that's an invitation card or something like that, and you want to just pop it right in here, you can do that. Another purpose that I've seen a lot of people really love their big Happy Planners for is for memory keeping. I know that people really like that some of the printers, and you can leave names down below. I don't know exactly which brands they are, but I remember there are some brands that print them exactly the right size for the Happy Planner vertical. And so the big Happy Planner, as far as I know, comes in several different layouts. So I believe, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I know they come in vertical. I know they have come in a teacher layout. I know for sure they've come in a dashboard. I believe I have seen a big horizontal, like the love letters planner. So that lettering planner, I believe, is a horizontal layout. The only one I'm not sure about if I've ever seen is a big monthly planner. And I definitely have never seen a big like student layout planner. And I think that is it. I don't think they make like the other more specific layouts in the big either. So that would be something like there may have been a big wellness planner at one point, but I don't think that that's like a current thing anymore. And I know that the recovery planner, the meal planner, I've not ever seen those in big either. I know there are some extension packs that you can get for other layouts that have come in the big. That is where I think I have seen the big monthly is in an extension pack. But if you are a planner and you plan in a big monthly, let me know. If you are looking for those specific layouts, I know that there are a lot of sellers on Etsy. So if you get a happy planner and you're like, well, I don't really think that this layout is working for me necessarily, but I would like to have this specific cover because I really like it, and maybe these discs or something like that, I need something more. You could probably find that on Etsy or even on Pinterest or maybe even on Instagram. There are a lot of small shops over there, so planner shops that make their like printable inserts. So another really great thing about the big happy planner is, so this is the monthly layout. And even in the monthly, the squares are really big. So another thing that I have heard people talk about and say with the big happy planner is that they love how much space there is to write in here. And this one is undated. Big happy planners I know come in both dated and undated, and they come in, this is a 12-month layout. I think they also come in the 18-month layout, I'm almost certain. And then I think they come in both the disc binding as well as the O-ring or the double coil that the Happy Planner has been doing. So I've seen big planners in both of those bindings. So that is something to look at as well. This one happens to be a big vertical, which is the vertical layout is by far the Happy Planner's most popular layout. And I believe that most of their planners are in the vertical. So you'll find a lot of planners in this layout. I know a lot of folks like this space if they have bigger handwriting or if they have more to kind of squeeze into their day and to add into their planner. I know that having that extra space can really be great. That's what I loved about my big happy planner, was when I was putting my lesson plans into my teacher planner and kind of writing down notes and that kind of thing. I needed a lot of space to get all of that information into my planner. So that is one reason why I really liked using the big happy planner at that time. So there are a couple of cons that were things that made me kind of shy away from using the big happy planner, as well as things that I've heard other people say. So one of those is, for me and the bag that I specifically carry and just all of the things that I carry in a day-to-day, a big happy planner is not very portable, or it's not as portable as other sizes. So this is not a planner that I think very many people take on the go. I do know that Elena from the Organized Money has made a video talking about that she really likes her big size, or has used a big size in the past. I'm not sure if that's what she's currently using, but she talked about how she takes that from place to place with her and kind of packs it along. So that wasn't an issue for her, but I do know that that is something that I have heard folks talk about with the big happy planner, and it's a reason why they've kind of shied away from it. As well as if you are somebody who is a content creator, this is not like a huge deal, because I know a lot of people share their big happy planners as far as content creation, but you can see that it takes up almost the entire space around my screen. So I have just enough room on my desk to film this as well as to photograph. So thinking about how you're going to photograph that and that kind of thing. So for content creation, it can be a little bit harder, but I do know a lot of people who do it really well and make it work. Another con, I think, as far as why people may not love the big happy planner, is because Happy Planner does make accessories that are specifically for the big and that will fit exactly into the boxes. So whether those are vertical stickers or teacher layout stickers or something like that, they do make sticker books and sometimes bookmarks. I've seen covers that have been made for the big, and you name it. I think they've kind of made a bunch of different accessories, but I would say that they have not made as many accessories as they have made for other sizes. So stickers and accessories both. So that is something I have seen lots of frustrations talked about in lots of community posts and that kind of thing, and just around the planner community that has caused some frustration. So it could be a con if you are shopping for a happy planner. There may not be the availability of different accessories for you. So that might be something to consider. Although I will say, if you are using a big, you can use any size of accessory in your planner. It may not be a perfect fit, but for example, let's just grab like a classic size divider. You could add this in here if you wanted to, and it would work. You know, it won't hang off the edges or anything, but it would work. A classic size piece of paper would also work in here. A divider that is a classic size would also work. So any of these little like sticky note pads, these will definitely work. So that is a positive, I suppose. The only thing, let's see, I wonder if this will work. This, I think, this is like a planner band. I wonder if this will fit on the big. That is a good question. While we're here, I don't even know. I believe these are designed for classic planners. I could be wrong, but let's see if it will fit. And it actually does fit. It's a pretty tight fit, but it will fit on your big happy planner. So while I believe this is designed for a classic planner, and you can correct me if I'm wrong about that too, I totally could be. I just imagine that those are made for the classic planners, but you kind of get my drift, that you can use really any size of accessory in your planner if you want to, but there are not a ton of things that are necessarily tailored to the big. So that might be something to consider as you're shopping around and looking at what planner size is correct for you or works for you the best. And then the other thing to consider is when these will release. So I believe that the Big Happy Planner can be found in any release. The one that I have seen the most in the past is, I think I've seen the Big Happy Planners release the most in the teacher layout, and then sometimes even in other layouts as well during the teacher release. So that is a good time to find them. And then also during the 12-month release, so during their biggest January release, there's going to be a ton of them. There will probably be only a few during the undated release, so that's like their mid-winter release, and then also during that 18-month release, which usually comes sometime between March and May. They also have other random planner release times, so you may be able to find one or find an older one. Like this is an undated planner that I just have in my stash, so that is something to consider as well. But that is the Big Happy Planner. So next I'm going to take you through the classic size as well as kind of talk about what that looks like. Apparently this video is homebody themed. I did not plan it that way, but this is the classic Happy Planner. This one happens to be a 12-month monthly undated as well. And this is how most of your planners will come. I don't think I've really like cracked into this one, so that's interesting. I'll talk more about like what to expect as you're buying a planner and maybe even like what a happy planner is in general, but this is how they come packaged, which many of you have seen before. But the classic Happy Planner, so this is far and away their most popular size. Most planners that you will see in your local craft store as well as on the Happy Planner website are going to be in this classic size, which is like their medium size. So it's not the biggest, but it's definitely not the smallest. And the paper inside is 7 inches by 9.25. So if you compare it to a Big Happy Planner, it will only have 9 discs. And you can kind of see, like if you put this one right down here on the bottom and you put the discs right there and kind of match up the covers, you can see how much more room you have around the edges with your Big Happy Planner. So the classic does have less room in it. However, another kind of pro to that is that this planner is definitely going to be something that is more purse friendly. I will say I am a classic planner girly. This is my favorite size. I love that it has just enough room to write in it, but it's not too big and bulky. I mean, you can definitely stuff these ones full. You can put them on bigger discs. You can make them big and chunky and hold lots of things. But I love that this is purse friendly. I do carry a larger purse. That's just the kind of person that I am because I have kids, so all their stuff ends up in my purse anyway. So I carry around a larger handbag. If you aren't somebody that carries around a bigger bag, this might not fit in there, but I will say that it's definitely, in my opinion, more portable than a big. So like like I was saying before, it comes on 9 discs. So the big has 11 and the classic comes on 9. And this one happens to be an undated homebody planner as well, which is kind of interesting. And they all come like this, with this like plastic stripping in the middle here. And all of the undated planners come with little stickers, which is nice, but these ones come in dated and undated. The big also come in dated and undated. I would say that's probably true for all of the sizes. And then some of these also come in notebook form as well. So I forgot to mention that with the big. I think all of the sizes come in both a planner as well as a Happy Notes. And a Happy Notes is basically a disc-bound notebook. So some of them are guided with prompts and that kind of thing, and others are just like filled with notebook paper or dot grid for bullet journaling folks, that kind of thing. The layouts that this one comes in are so many. I probably will miss some, so feel free to add them in the comments. So we have classic vertical, we have the dashboard layout, we have monthly, we have horizontal, we have the meal planning, we have the recovery and the wellness, we have a fitness I have seen, a student, and I'm looking around my desk to see, oh, an hourly as well. That's one that I have seen in the classic. And what other ones? Are there other layouts? I'm sure there are, but I cannot think of them. But I think, and then if you're looking at extension packs, so there's like the home extension pack. Oh, budget also. A classic comes in a budget planner as well. I think that may be everything. And then of course you have like your notebooks, so your guided journals in a variety of topics and that kind of thing. I will link to the Happy Planner website, to the classic page. I'll kind of break them up. Actually, I'll put links for all of the bigs, all of the classics, and then all of them, so you can kind of take a look at what's available there. But also you can find these on your local craft stores. So you can go in there, you can shop online, all of that good stuff. So lots of layouts to choose from. Again, this is the most popular planner, the one that I see most people using, as well as the one that has the most availability for accessories and things. So that is definitely a pro to using a classic. You will find pretty much any sticker book that your heart could desire for, specifically, like if you're again looking for stickers that will fit perfectly in your planner. I know I'm someone that uses a variety of types of stickers in my planner, but if you are looking for something that fits perfectly in there and that it was designed for that planner, the sticker books are generally going to be designed for a classic vertical planner. If you're not a classic vertical planner, that's okay. I would just definitely spend some time trying to figure out like what your planning style is, where you want to place your stickers, how you want them to look, because you may have to be kind of flexible. I know a lot of us use our scissors and we cut our stickers and that kind of thing so that they fit our needs, but we still get kind of that cute layout as well. So there is that. You can get these in a variety of types as well. So not just layouts, but you can get these in just like your regular classic Happy Planner, just like this, or you can get what is called like the deluxe version. So a deluxe planner, and I think they may have deluxe big Happy Planners too. I'm not sure about that one. I know I've seen deluxe minis for sure, but I'm not sure if I've seen deluxe bigs, but I definitely in the classic, again, very popular. The deluxe planner just means that, and you can tell it says right here on the little tag, but that means that it comes with these luxe metal discs. And then you can find your classic and your big, but not mini, in what's called the Work Plus Life. So this one's so dirty. This Work Plus Life planner comes in this, it's not even book bound, it's like a case that it comes in, and then inside is your disc bound planner, and they like pop into this case so you can see your discs on the back. And then the difference in this one is that the tabs look different, and then it's pretty neutral. I think again it's designed for more of like a professional look, but the tabs are like connected right to your monthly, and they are kind of staggered. So like August, you're gonna have a larger tab, whereas in this one, your tabs are like individual, so they don't stagger like that. So that is a big difference. And then this also, I believe, comes with some like work related things. Yeah, so like accounts and passwords. This one's definitely very neutral. The Work Plus Life planner comes with a folder in the back, as well as stickers. And then also it comes with your one sheet of paper. There's nothing like specifically for like working necessarily, but it's very neutral. This only comes in the vertical layout. Oh, I guess each month has a piece of notebook paper, which is different than before. In your other planner, you have like a dashboard right here where you can either like create what we call the currently page in the planner community. So it looks like this, or you can kind of put what's to come in your month over there. So that is something that's different. So these planners are a little bit different. They also come on a different type of disc. So this style of disc is what is referred to as the O-ring disc. And I'll break down all the different types of discs in another video. But most of the classic Happy Planners will come with the disc with kind of that heart cut out. So that is the classic Happy Planner. Next, let's get into the Skinny Classic. And so this one actually only comes in one layout, and that is a horizontal layout. You can also get the Skinny Classic in the notebook form, so without just your planner inside. But I believe this is like Happy Planner's version of like a Hobonichi or like that vertical skinnier planner. So I think that's kind of where this came from in that popularity. So with the Skinny Classic, there are still 9 discs on here, although you can see that the Skinny Classic comes on mini discs. So the Classic Happy Planner comes on bigger discs, and the Skinny Classic comes on smaller discs, which are called your mini discs. And then it has 9 discs, and the paper is 4.125 inches by 9.25 inches. So that is kind of the dimensions there. And then generally these are like exactly half of the size of your Classic. So they are the same height generally, but they are, I think, about like paper wise, half as wide as your Classic. It looks like it is a little bit wider, like with the discs kind of in the way, but I believe they're about half. And you're looking at kind of the cover as well. So if you're looking at the paper, it's a little bit smaller too. So the Skinny Classic, again, comes in only the horizontal layout. It has more of like a list form for the monthly, and the dashboard page looks a little bit different than your Classic and your big, the kind of the standard planners. So it looks, here's kind of your dashboard page, and then this is what they use for the monthly. In your Classic and your big planner, the monthly planner is broken up into, or the monthly page is broken up into like squares and that kind of thing. And then your weeklies are horizontal without lines, so an unlined horizontal. So that's kind of what that looks like. And I believe these are only 12 months. So when they release in the 18-month release, they will be only 12 months starting in July. And then when they release in the 12-month, they'll be, you know, January to December. I don't think they have an academic layout for this or start date as far as that goes. So that is the Skinny Classic. Popular ways to use this. I have seen so many different things. I've used this particular one, not this specific one, but I've used it for a social media planner. I've used it for journaling. I've used it just as my on-the-go planner. I made what was called like a list planner with this one. The possibilities are endless. So if you use the Skinny Classic, ways that you use it down below. Last but definitely not least, with an honorable mention in this section as well, this is one of, if not the smallest size of Happy Planner currently. So this is the mini Happy Planner. And so you can see comparatively to the Classic Planner, this one is on 7 discs. So she's a little shorty. And then in your Classic Planner, you have all of this space around to plan. This one also comes on mini discs. So those are smaller than the Classic discs. This comes in a variety of layouts. I would say that this is probably the second most popular planner, and it comes with so many accessories. So if they make the most accessories for the Classic, I think they make the second most accessory amount for the mini. I know a lot of people who use this as they're on the go. I know so many people were excited when this first came out, and it has been in a variety of layouts. This one, I believe, is a wellness. It was undated. I believe it is like a wellness layout. I'm almost certain. I think I may have even planned in this one a little bit. Yeah, here's your wellness goals for sure. So this is nice, and some pros about this one are that it's very portable. This would be easy to throw into almost any handbag. The sheets, and as far as the paper goes, is 4.525 by 7 inches. And the layouts that it has come in, okay, I have seen a mini budget I have seen a mini horizontal, a mini dashboard, a mini vertical. I've seen a mini monthly before. I have seen a mini wellness. I think that is probably it. If I'm forgetting any, let me know down in the comments. You guys are very helpful. I tried to look all these up before the fact, but I may have missed some. Again, it's very easy to take on the go, and it does leave quite a bit of room for writing even after you decorate it, just because of the size. Even though it's so small, you have tons of room to decorate and be creative if that is something that you're interested in, as well as to write down your plans. So that is really nice. This planner is also really good for list making or holding your lists. I also know a lot of people who put this planner in planner covers and then just have this planner in a cover that kind of functions as their wallet, or even something to like balance their checkbook or something like that, or just keep everything together, kind of their wallet and their planner on the go. And that has been something that I have seen as a pro and definitely is really popular in the planner community specifically. There is, I would say, I mean, of course, because it's so small, you have definitely, I would say, room to write in here, but there's going to be, of course, less room than in the other ones. So you have to be very like strategic about how you're putting your decor, even though I would say that there is definitely enough room to do both. If you have a really busy schedule, or you're juggling like multiple kids, or depending on what all you're going to put in here, you may have to be strategic about how you fit everything in. A mini Franken planner might be a good idea, kind of combining multiple planners so you have room to write on those mini pages. And then the other planner along with this one that is a honorable mention that I don't have here, and I don't know if they still make it, but I'm going to include it in this video anyway, is the Skinny Mini. So that is, you know, we have our Skinny Classic planner, and so it is the mini version of the Skinny Classic. So it has 7 discs and then is going to be half the size of the mini planner. So it is itty bitty, teeny tiny, and it's like a carbon copy of your Skinny Classic, except in a smaller form. So it is the monthly layout without the lines that we saw in this one, and it's just very tiny. I don't think I've seen any accessories that are made specifically for that planner. I don't actually think I've seen any accessories that are specifically made for the Skinny Classic either, but I mean, they are probably around. It's pretty interesting. But the cool thing about that is, and I'll try to pop a picture of a Skinny Mini onto the screen so you can kind of see. I may even like try to give you a size comparison here. We'll have to see how that goes. Maybe I'll like put it over here or something like that. But with this Skinny Mini, a lot of accessories and things that they make for the mini planner, because they do make sticker books specifically for different layouts in the mini planner, they can fit in there too. So while it doesn't need a sticker book necessarily made specifically for it, a lot of the mini stickers will fit in the Skinny Mini as well. So we will have to see during the 18-month release if the Skinny Mini comes back, or if we just have the mini as our smallest Happy Planner version. So those are all of the current Happy Planners as of right now. Who knows, I may need to update this video if they come out with a new design, a new layout. I have heard talk of an A5 or a half letter planner coming to the Happy Planner. That is just planner community gossip. I have not heard that from anywhere official around the Happy Planner. That is just our hopes and dreams, I'm sure, but it is very interesting for sure as well. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you are new and you are new to planning, I hope that this was helpful to you as you begin your planning journey and kind of get started with your Happy Planner and with your disc bound system. I will include this video in a playlist that I call Happy Planner 101, so you can find lots of different intro videos in there. And if you are new to planning and you have questions and there's something that I can make a video on and answer that question for you, please feel free to let me know. I am a former educator, so I love to teach with the information that I know. I am by no means an expert, but I've been planning in the Happy Planner for several years now, since like 2016. I know a little bit. I've learned a little bit. So these are the current Happy Planners. If you're new, again, welcome here. My name is Caitlin. I would love it if you would subscribe subscribe and hang out with us. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. You can go ahead and give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Either one is fine with me. If you would like to, you can also leave a comment down below with any questions, comments, or concerns. I always love to hear from you guys in the comments section. And then if you are returning and you've been here for a while, thank you so much for being here. Here is your internet hug for the day. And if you'd like to find me anywhere else, you can find me on Instagram at creatinginchaos_official. And then you can also find me over on YouTube. We're on YouTube. You can also find me on Spotify and other podcast platforms, Apple Music, all of that good stuff, starting on March 7th when my podcast with my bestie Leanne from Spiced Plans relaunches. It's called Spiced Chaos. If you're looking for it, it will be linked down in the description box below as well. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.